It is a time between times. For epochs, Nevendar's disciples have been victims of the whims of divinity. The people suffer, they fight, they die and are reborn to fight and die again. But the era of gods is ending. Their twin chains of chaos and cruelty will break. Fearing the dawn of this final age, the people turn to their gods once more. They find no answers. Fear becomes paranoia, paranoia becomes rage, and rage brings war with it. But war cannot stop the liberation of Nevendar. Even now, its unlikely savior awakens to her fate. What she does next will shape the future of the world.
Ori, you alright?
What? Oh, Avi. I thought you were a church guard.
I don't know what's worse, your snoring or this stench. How can you sleep down here?
I can sleep and drink anywhere. It's a gift. What time is it?
Just past twilight. The priest's holy hands have gone, leaving 3 unaccounted for that I've seen.
Right. Well, how are we going to do this? Kill the priest, I mean.
I need to talk this out first.
Of course.
What do we know about this priest?
Let's see. Sebastian, enemy of the Vale and Empire, has taken his royal guard and
Occupied.
Right. Has taken his royal guard and occupied the sacred church of Saint Darchild. Well, he sure sounds evil enough.
Let's go over what we know so far.
Smart. We're mercenaries. I'm your best friend, Orion.
Stop joking, Ori.
Sorry, but what is there to say? All I know is the contract to kill the priest pays more than we'd make in a lifetime, and now we're in the sewers under his church waiting for the guards to go to sleep.
I'm always coming up with the plans. It wouldn't kill you to think of one once in a while.
My plan is to follow your lead. That's been my plan since we were kids. Hasn't failed me yet. Fine. I guess I could distract the guards while you go for the priest.
There's only one way to do this right.
Agreed. What is it?
Your plan sounds good. We go in together, you distract the guards, I go for the priest.
Guards, distract. Priest, kill. Right.
You seem nervous.
We've done a lot of contracts, but killing's never easy. So, yes, I'm nervous. Aren't you?
What do we always say?
Regret later, act now.
That's right. Now let's get up there, distract the guards, take out the priest, and get out of here. Simple as that.
Simple as that. Well, the sewers clearly aren't as safe as we thought they'd be.
We'll fight our way through, just like we planned.
The rat who's been crawling our sewers reveals herself.
Someone wants you dead, and whoever it is, they're willing to pay. A lot.
Of course. And you're here to warn me.
No. To look you in the eye before I fulfill my contract. Know that if it isn't me, it will be another.
Let's hope you fight as honorably.
Yeah, we're losing!
Help me!
Impossible! Stand back, fools! All of you, back!
It's a portal! Go! Now!
From the cosmic tear, you are hurtled bewilderingly forward. Never before had mortal feet touched this soil, nor mortal eyes seen this ancient sight. sprawling, ancient, longing to be rediscovered. Until now, this is your true home. This is your fate.
Abandoned and ancient. Could be dwarven.
Older. Look at the stone. It wasn't cut. It's like it was formed from the bedrock. And these glyphs match the glyphs on my armor.
You're worried about your belt, Abby? You just ripped a hole in space. We're lost in some forgotten city. I'm sorry. I just haven't seen you do that since we were kids. It scared me.
I know. I couldn't control it then, but this time was different. Ori, I can't shake the feeling it was fate. Let's look around, but be on your guard. Just because this place looks abandoned doesn't mean it is. The Plains of Widows, the one place where outlaws can be free of the Vale's persecution. Let's hope the Mercenary King is in good spirits. Do you think he'll hold court with us?
He's the Mercenary King, we're mercenaries. It's a match made in the four heavens. And if not, the Plains makes beer. Lots of it. You know, you can't spell hail without ale.
Good looking and funny. To which god do I pay tribute for the blessing of your company? We might still get there before nightfall. Let's off.
If you're wounded, take a bed. I'll be offering healing prayer through the night. Until then, rest.
We ride for the hail. Don't interrupt your work for us.
May his holy light enshrine you.
And you. We're here to hold court with the Mercenary King.
Rebels tried to take the castle, and the king died in the uprising. The Holy Prior watches over the lands now.
The Mercenary King is dead?
And to protect the Holy Prior from the same fate, the gates are closed to all, even outsiders.
The king was loved, and the Castle Hale's been open to all for generations.
The king died in the anarchy he himself fostered. These people are impure. Rebellion brews. Even now, the rebels reject our divine offer of purification and hide in Equisheim, plotting. But fear not, we've dispatched 10 of our most disciplined priestesses to bring reason.
So, as long as there are rebels, these gates stay closed.
If you are determined to get past, let the High Father guide you. But the gates are not just guarded, they're blessed. Only a priestess's incantation could open them now.
Perfect. And all the priestesses are in Equisheim, bringing reason. The Vale are servants to the Emperor, and we both know the Emperor has no place here.
The High Father is the Vale's only master, and he is everywhere. We no longer just serve the Emperor, we serve God.
Sending a prior to take control of the Hale is a bold choice. I'll give you that.
There was no choice. It was the will of the High Father that the holy light of the Prior scorched these filthy, stained lands. The Vale acted on his will.
The people of the Plains are wild, but they're not murderers. Something tells me there's more to this story.
They simply resist purification, as do all who need it most. Eyes muddied with filth are blind to benevolence.
Clearly, the rebels aren't here.
No, but worry not. We've dispatched our priestesses to Equisheim, just east of here, where we believe they're lurking.
Ah, we met one when passing through. She may be of some help. I'll ride back to the priestess in Equisheim.
The Veil, bunch of crazy cultists.
Maybe, but the mercenary king is dead, and these cultists are serving the Emperor.
Why would the Emperor send them here? Is he asking for a civil war?
And why aren't they arresting us on sight? Surely word has spread that we almost destroyed the Church of St. Darchild. Until we find out, drinking that ale will have to wait.
Come for healing, after all?
I'm fine. As for you, there were supposed to be priestesses here. Plural.
To bless these lands and purify the rebels. Yes. There were 10 of us. Someone or something is attacking Equisheim in the night, including my sisters. The villagers say it's a curse. They call it the Ghost of the Veil. I'm the last priestess.
You mean to say the priestesses are dead?
My sisters are in the arms of the High Father now. The rebels were kind enough to dignify each with a burial, at least. The people of Equisheim are kinder than I expected them to be, truth be told.
Every priestess is dead, and yet here you are. You're either a very unique priestess or a spy.
Neither. We sisters prefer benevolence to brutishness. They set off for the wood to do their good work and were killed for it. I remained here.
It's unlike a prior of the Veil to show kindness where he can punish. I'd have expected soldiers. That's what you Veil folk do, isn't it? Kill, burn, terrorize. You get the idea.
Of course not. The rebels aren't villains, but victims of their own impurity. Their souls don't deserve banishment, just cleansing.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Coruscant, 3rd priestess of the Holy Temple under Mother Jeanne. My markings tell the rest of my story. I was marked pure, as all will be in the end. With these divine etchings on my body, I can channel the High Father's love.
Surely you've heard about what happened at the Church of St. Darchild?
The lair of the insolent priest? I've heard of his fall from God, but nothing else.
No one here knows about what we did.
It's clearly being kept a secret. I just don't know why. Despite your losses, you remain to help Equisheim. Honorable for a servant of the Veil, but that puts us at odds.
Oh.
So long as there are rebels, the gates to the Hail remain closed. I need them opened.
We may not be at odds at all. I can grant you access, but I'm not leaving so long as the Ghost of the Veil brings suffering to Equisheim. See this. These aren't war wounds, but animal in nature. The attack started in the wood the night the Prior arrived.
Everyone will think he's doing a bit of rebel hunting.
They do, even though the ghost killed my sisters as well. We'll never win the trust of the people if they think we bring curses with us.
The solution is plain. Stay here and finish healing who you can. I'll kill the beast responsible, then we ride for the Hail.
Villagers brave enough to speak say it lurks in the eastern forests. Start there. And be careful.
You don't look like Veil.
And you don't smell like Veil. My name is Aviana.
Call me Jordan, leader of the Rebel League fighting for the last bastion of freedom in the Empire.
There are gods with shorter titles.
Jordan works.
Let me ask you what's going on around here, Jordan. By the last bastion of freedom, you mean you're fighting for Equisheim?
For us, for you, for our children. The Empire is rotting, and the Veil is that rot. They claim to be religious, sanctimonious more like. They use their dogma and rituals to control our souls, not liberate them. They have no place on the plains, so we fight.
Some of you are hurt.
Was the ghost of the Veil. It stalks us at night, thieving our loved ones and killing those who fight back. Some say it's just a werebeast stalking the forests. Lies. It's a ghost, brought by the Veil. I've seen it.
The king would have your head for openly talking rebellion.
Our great king lost his head for that very thing. The Veil say it were rebels that killed the king, but we know better. He had no burial, no funeral. What happened to the man? His servants deserve answers.
Ori and I have been through Equisheim before. It's usually more lively.
Dead or hiding. The ghost stalks us at night. The Veil stalks us during the day. Evil whispers echo in the southern ranges. Elves kill any who trespass in the forest they've claimed.
Not an easy time to be a citizen of the Plains of Widows. Got it. Enough talk. Live on and fight another day, Jordan.
Kill the thing! I beg you.
When we approach, run. In 3, 2, now! So much for the Ghost of the Veil.
I'll tell Coruscant and everyone in Equishime what you did here. Thank you, mercenary.
So, you've heard.
They sing songs in your honor. I haven't heard music since I left the Priory. It's divine.
Where there's music, there's dancing.
And drink?
Especially that. The Hail can wait another night. Let's celebrate! Oh, unless you have a holy prayer for hangovers, it's time.
The Prior will need to hear about what you've done here. Very well. Let me collect my things. It's as I feared. Bethrazen's fanatics have cursed the people here.
I wouldn't be so quick to assume. The question is, can you cure them?
I have no choice. I must. But the cure depends on the cause. If it's not a curse, then what is it?
If we find the first to be cursed, they can tell us what happened.
Then that's the plan. Let's stick together and try not to touch anything.
No closer, lest ye want a taste of the sickness yourself.
We've come to help. We're looking for whatever caused this.
'Tis I ye seek.
How can you be so sure you're the source of this? You look healthy.
I'm plenty affected. I've burned every sailor I've ever loved. I wish for death, believe me, but she don't come.
Tell me your name.
Look around you, fool. Names ain't the matter at a time like this.
We've been through Port Grimmard before. It's always been rough, but never like this.
I sailed the merchant lines, stopped at the Church of the High Father, always do, then Grimmard. I brought rank waters with me. Near soon as I landed, people fell sick. Sicker than I yet seen.
You said they're more sick than you've ever seen. What does that mean?
Starts with the eyes swirling black. Tongue rots out, body swells up like plump sausage ready to ooze. Then you burst, and it spreads.
Our priestess can help to stop this, but we need to know how.
Priestesses is what caused this. Something rotten's cooking at the Church of the High Father. Foul waters brew there, infecting any it touches.
Any but you.
Aye, that's right. Any but me.
Then to the church we go. Come on, Coruscant. We ride.
Praise High Father, Sister Coruscant.
High Father be praised. We return to see his holy prior.
He's at work in the keep below the castle. His tirelessness is an inspiration. But why do you bring these filthy mercenaries to sacred ground? May he avert his celestial eye.
Says the man who stood here doing nothing while the priestesses were butchered. spare me your righteousness.
His holy light shone your way home, Sister Coruscant. I'm told you reached Equishime with incident.
It was horrific. Some beast stalked my sisters in the night. I presumed them dead, but one survived. Thanks to this woman, Aviana. She saved our sister and slayed the beast.
Yes, the Ghost of the Veil. I've heard the stories. They're quite fantastic. And tell me, what of the rebels you were dispatched to purify?
After the death of the beast, she incited celebration. I believe good news and drink have softened their view of us. Their leader, a man named Jourdain, is crass, but he may be willing to listen.
Very good, Sister Coruscant. That's all. A holy hand is a busy hand, and you've certainly been that, Aviana. You have my attention, Aviana. Clearly that's what you wanted. So, enlighten me. Why are you here?
Answer my questions, priest.
Very well, but know that every answer has a cost. My patience.
Tell me what really happened to the King of the Hail.
Very well. I killed him. True purification requires strong bodies on which we etch his truth. I carried out the King's purification personally. He didn't have the physique for it.
The Veil has no place in the Plains of Widows or the Castle Hale. Explain yourself.
It's simple, really. The days of barbarous kings and fetid impurity are over. The Veil is the High Father, and the High Father is everywhere. The people are wild. If purity will not unite us, fear will. As I said, simple.
This place stinks of death. Your purification is nothing more than torture. The people suffer because of you. Stop this madness.
No. Now you answer me. Why are you here?
I came to meet the Mercenary King. We sought an alliance. We still do.
So, it's power you seek. Power is not shared. It is fear itself. Those that feel it, and those that incite it. Fire burned in their hearts until this Ghost of the Veil, for instance. It was no were-leopard. It was us, or rather him. Aviana, meet the Inquisitor Regent. He knows something you clearly need to learn. The rebels, the whole of the Empire, will tear themselves apart. War is coming to these lands. Not petty rebellion, not infighting. War! Order and obedience are the only way the Empire will survive.
Prior.
Quiet, Coruscant! I mourn your sisters and all wounded. I truly do. But these rebels are not leaders. They can't rule. Not now. Sacrifices had to be made, and so I made them. All flesh is a temporary thing. I assure you theirs was honored.
Prior! The rebels are emboldened after the death of that beast. They rally outside the walls and demand your head!
You see? They don't thirst for freedom! They thirst for blood! This is your doing, Aviana. If it's alliance you want, prove it! Join us in this fight!
Please, Aviana. He's right. We may seem cruel to you, but I've seen the rebels fight. They're far worse. I can explain our ways to you later, but first, help us.
You kill your own priestesses, torture the people, and expect me to fight for you? The people fight for rebellion. They're fighting for justice.
Proselytes. Kill.
Where's the soldier? The big one? And the prior?
Both gone. Abby, this place is crawling with Veil and Empire soldiers. What do we do?
The rebels want in. We're already in. I'd say that gives us an advantage.
Listen, there's still time to redeem ourselves. We can ride south, find the rebels, and end this.
Or ride to the Veil's stronghold and win this rebellion. Anything else would be cold-blooded murder.
We murdered the proselytes!
Enough. Mount and follow me.
What in the four heavens is he doing here? Abby, if we do this, we're taking down the Prior along with everyone else.
Attack!
You grace us with your presence, child of iron and sky! Good! I will deliver your blood to the Inquisitor myself!
Where do they head? West?
For the castle. Without the Veil's blockade, the priests are defenseless. The rebels have been watching us.
Don't worry yourself. The rebels wouldn't attack unarmed men. I think.
What am I to do? The Prior is gone. The rebels will retake the Hail. I have nowhere to go.
We've been forced to start our lives anew, just as you have. Join us.
I know I should show temperance, but I resent your past actions, Aviana. There's a darkness in you. A darkness with which you struggle.
All the more reason for you to join. I could use a good influence.
Yes, you could. I'll join on one condition. When I was praying over Equisheim, the villagers spoke of a sickness spreading north of the river. I gave my word I would help.
I'll see you honor it. But you should know we've seen the sickness with our own eyes. It is severe.